Wouldn't you like to see the world the way it really is?
Make them see things. Get into people's heads. Make them see things.
But it ain't fair, cause I'm drunk and y'all lame.
Only the strong survive. I'm gonna live a long life, designing my own destiny. I'll never let the pressure get the best of me, especially an MC that's out of press me. You're incapable of stressing me. Listen up close, here's a recipe. Better yet, think of it as a remedy on a beat conceived quite cleverly. Recorded by a man named Deeskee. All branches on the family tree, affiliated abnormality. Unfadable California coast cider venom. Freelancing Araknophobix with invigorating momentum. With the whole white world in the palm of my hand, spinning like a basketball with a bomb and a plan like a calm old man who's seen it all. Standing tall, watching other people fall. It's all about whether or not you believe in yourself. And if the case is that your lack of motivation causes you to constantly waste phrases on sentences mumbled under your breath that appears that it won't be embraced by your peers, unaware that a real man doesn't even care. I don't need no stamp of approval. I'm writing these raps about these sorry sats who need to mature a bit. I don't think I know, as a matter matter of fact, I'm sure of it.
At first it was a quest for respect and paychecks. Then it was last minute rejects and rain checks. Then it became a quest to get sex and live fresh. But I selected the latter, confidence and respect. Me and Mark mesh well, our desire prevails. On this blessed microphone where our lives become fables, where our lives become stable, strong and stout. Self-satisfaction stands out. Man, I don't doubt myself, is that a bad thing? Hell no. Fuck these fraudulent fools who be acting. Hell yeah. Is this the best I got? No, it's the best I'm offering. Yeah, I'm purred, but I'm competent. Doing this shit, but I'm confident.
Feeling sorry for yourself is nonsense. You need to start showing a little more confidence. It's up to you alone to develop a strong sense of inner strength, love for self, and confidence. Feeling sorry for yourself is nonsense. You need to start showing a little more confidence. It's up to you alone to develop a strong sense of inner strength, love for self, and confidence.
I used to be shy, and when I met new people I'd hide. Never said much, just kinda stood off to the side. But imagine that 20 years later, I will be working manual labor, speaking to thousands, more confident than ever, running games just like Alex Clever. Always walk with a swagger from that day on. Can't open my mouth without saying what's wrong. No shame in the words I say, no shame in the place where I stay. We play to see who can break first, up in the SFA. I know confidence has consequences, haters, simps, and all the bitches. Damn, these raps sound so delicious. Power trips and split decisions, D.U.B. The pride of Midtown, Prince Bill, baby boy, bearer of the crown. So what, my pants sag and I date girls who are scantily clad. I'm glad they love me, I say it confidently. Nose in the air, French break, twist occupying my hair. Let my confidence bless, say what you want, bitch, I don't care.
Never underestimate or second guess when I elevate over. Hesitate to second-rate suckers singing that same old sad song. You need to be a little more headstrong. Never let anyone see you sweat. Doubting yourself is where you're dead wrong. I haven't let anyone defeat me yet. When we say we're fresh, we mean it. You can ask anybody in the debate, they've seen it. Ripping shows at Rico's, killing over mics, accumulating peoples who wanna hear Joe and Maleko on the message board jockeying, talk about the sequel. Envious invalids, call it an ego. I'm just aware that there is no equal. Style-wise, I'm an individual who lyrically paints visuals. Down with heads like Tommy V, and the enemy that's invisible. An unstoppable workforce to be reckoned with in the 2G. Putting it down for myself and my family like a true G. Feeling sorry for yourself is nonsense. You need to start showing a little more confidence. It's up to you alone to develop a strong sense of inner strength, love for self, and confidence. Feeling sorry for yourself is nonsense. You need to start showing a little more confidence. It's up to you alone to develop a strong sense of inner strength, love for self, and confidence.
Alright, yeah. Let's rock, boy. AC75, young baby boy Alex 75 on this beat. Punching them in, that's the ASR keys you hearing right now. Strumming at the heart. Maleko and Joe Dead.
I've been standing, planning, motivating myself to keep on moving, doing, and not just saying, thinking, carrying out ideas loud. So hear me sink into my flows. But I know most people float, not allowing themselves to go deeper down my fountain of youthful experiences. Relates to the situations that I've been placed in, raised in, fought in, cried in, and now defeating. Complete control of my life I'm taking.
Tap in to your backup bin of motivation, inspiration, concentration, inner patience. Dive in, head first, then begin your innocence of inner sense. Now apprehend your innocence. Your second wind is inoffense in parallel dimension. You better be paying attention. It's never too late for correction. Directions depend on intentions. To send strong reflections to stand on, applying them at random. Instead of a temper tantrum, show some mental strength and self-control. Repetitive self-inflicted bruises on the soul can take its toll. This world is cold, but I was told to keep warm. When it comes time to perform, transform.
Think of everything that I can do with a breath. Like a mic check, catch wreck, leave the mic blessed. I can do without the rest, that's a waste of time.
Let's wreck again.
Watch out for my second wind.
Think of everything that I could do in a breath. I could mic check, catch wreck, leave the mic blessed. I could do without the rest, that's a waste of time. Let's wreck again.
Watch out
for my second wind.
I used to get beat down by my pops, pressing stop on the radio, saying no to hip hop. Therefore I explore on my own without society affecting who I am as an individual. In school I kept the low pro. Even to this day I'm keeping things to myself. No one even knows about the crew freelancers, Deeskee, me and Maleko. And the population probably won't care who we are when we step in coffin. Trying to get your attention. Mention flaws, the claws that cut, the pause that push, the pain I took, everything that caused my present breath loss. And now I'm deeply breathing, blowing out my second wind.
Think of everything that I could do in a breath. I could mic check, catch wreck, leave the mic blessed. I could do without the rest, that's a waste of time. Let's wreck again.
Please watch out
for my second wind.
Think of everything that I can do with a breath. Like a mic check, catch wreck, leave the mic blessed. I can do without the rest, that's a waste of time. Let's wreck again.
Gotta watch out
For my second wind.
Operation, recuperation, eradication of procrastination, emancipation of stagnation. Break away, take away your inhibitions, make today significantly fade away. In the back of the mind that'll always stay. Maleko in the Goldenray, permanently here to stay. Freelancing vertebrae. Think about what you heard today. Experiences speaking, deliriously leaking, furiously freaking, seriously seeking the very last of an already empty glass. Stepping past, eventually everyone will fall asleep, but I'm gonna be the last. Staring at the face of fatigue with a grin like a feather, gracefully riding my second wind.
Think of everything that I can do with a breath. Like a mic check, catch wreck, leave the mic blessed. I can do without the rest, that's a waste of time. Let's wreck again.
Please watch out
For my second wind.
Think of everything that I could do in a breath. I could mic check, catch wreck, leave the mic blessed. I could do without the rest, that's a waste of time. Let's wreck again.
Gotta watch out
for my second wind.
I wasn't the best because I killed quickly. I was the best because the crowd loved me.
Maleko and Kegs One. I always try to meet you halfway, light up the proper pathway. That way's a dead end. Use caution with decisions. There's alligators down below, quick to snap a Maleko. But I got crocodile styles with scaly skin like giant reptiles. Rubble in Moss Beach, rubble into the ocean. The only survivors, those who hovered, the others died in the explosion. The rebirth of real Earth. Meanwhile, in the secluded sector, Space Station Alpha, an epidemic spreads throughout the sub-level planet. Infection inevitable, inanimate objects of affection. We're animals who walk upright, incredible intellectual potential, multi-dimensional, gravitating towards the portal, running around like they're immortal. Destination final. We live on through vinyl, 7 inches of flammable styles. Entrepreneurs like Kegs One, they go the extra mile. Move makers like Deeskee, they go the extra mile. OGs like T-, they go the extra mile. After a while, you find that listening to this mixture of euphoria and liquor makes you sicker than you ever felt before. But for some reason, you want more. Summoning my inner dragon, exhaling flame, bonfire fighter, perimeter pirate, adolescent fangs. Foaming, my coloring book has ancient recipes that melt in your mind, not in in your hand. Carefully plucked ripe rhymes, never coming sour. Powder candy coated tongue, power hourglass shower in your last hour. Everybody stomp your feet, slap your hands, slurping beats. California serving heat, sub-level hits the street. Everybody stomp your feet, slap your hands, slurping beats. California serving heat, sub-level hits the street. Everybody stomp your feet, slap your hands, slurping beats. California serving heat, sub-level hits the street. 2002, many broken arrows flying crooked to their peril. Bottom of the barrel heroes, up and then back down again. Bodily functions, malfunction, bunch of production, destruction of structural integrity. The foundation is primary, and the rest just seems to crumble. Illiterate, bumbling bungholes have no control and zero soul. I hate to say it's typical, cause nowadays 9 out of 10 has a friend who has a sister who has a boyfriend who makes beats and knows how to blend. And everyone knows someone who flows, who has a CD and does hella shows who you can always find in the front row. Yeah, my friend Maleko's got a show. Oh, don't even trip, he can get you in. Yeah, we're homies. Oh, we kick it all the time. Sub-level? Yeah, they're my crew. Sub-level, epidemic, biofidelic, rock. Abnormal, Araknophobix, solid. Jedi Knight Circle, lip service, rock. Tommy V, EVS, and Joe Dub, solid. Specs, WD, Redeye, rock. Yeah, solid.
I'm the one that does the rock, rockin' all my sounds are legit.
This is for every one of you, supporters making orders on LA to the Bay. This is for every one of you, internet haters and biters that like to chew. Music with a purpose, from below the surface. Sub-level headed epidemic at your service. Contenders should be nervous, hurry up and purchase 7 inches of relentless evidence for the restless. Music with a purpose, from below the surface. Sub-level headed epidemic at your service. Contenders should be nervous, hurry up and purchase 7 inches of relentless evidence for the restless. Quality plus quantity, astonishing oddities, gotta be proud of me bodily and mentally, at one with abnormality. All these prodigies bombarding me, hardly outsmarting me, but part of me's intrigued by their level of simplicity. Zero visibility, hero of electricity, generating, dominating, bolts of creativity. Inspiration unlimited, imitation prohibited, got no inhibition, get rid of it and spit in proper etiquette. Move me musically, choose me to brutally awaken your intuity. Audio biofidelity, borderline insanity, unconfined reality, redefine, pre-design, you need to find your destiny. Bottom line, productivity, putting in work, daily activity, banging them out with continuity, doing it like it's supposed to be. Hopefully, reach your climax soulfully, stay close to me, explosively, exceeding all velocity.
Magnetic storm, Viking horns, mystic powers like a unicorn. Catastrophic ball of lightning evolves through each writing. Cloud castle titan, exciting riddler, war gods, space rhythm scars, head twister, DNA bizarre. Heavy mental, high voltage, west coast sub-level explosion. Constellation formation, planetary defense matrix. Face it, when the smoke clears your left from memories cause you're basic, outdated. Come challenge our unbreakable balance of talents. Valley monument, satellite concept transmit. Black Raven, parabolic stealth cannon, scanning the land. Commanding mayhem, subterranean like caveman. Titanium, aliens, twisted like Tasmanians, crushing craniums like aluminum. Phantasm, rap wisdom, you can't fathom we imagine. Prehistoric phantom, polymorphic sorceress, contorted, assorted, morbid headquarters. Out of this chaos comes order, it's over.
Music with a purpose, from below the surface. Sub-level headed epidemic, secret service. Subterranean surgeons, inserted in your circuits. 7 inches of relentless evidence for the purist. Music with a purpose, from below the surface. Sub-level headed epidemic, secret service. Subterranean surgeons, inserted in your circuits. 7 inches of relentless evidence for the purist. Audio, visuals, technical, rituals, captivate,
obliterate,
difficult,
digital,
liminal,
signals,
demonstrate,
and devastate. Come and talk to a stranger, Maleko and Spaceranger. Subterranean stimulation, cradling your cranium. This world's a barbarian aquarium, monkeys in a gymnasium.
As a child, I had a vision that would one day become clear. As a kid, I had a vision that would one day become clear. And nothing after was ever quite the same. And nothing after was ever quite the same. But I deserve a piece of mind, and we deserve a piece of mind. But I deserve a piece of mind, and we deserve a piece of mind. The puzzle will never be complete, we only own a piece of time. The puzzle will never be complete, we only own a piece of time.
I figure out more ways to raise myself in the doorways and crouch on the sturdy tables with my back against the glass and let the seconds pass. During those rare times when the tectonic plates of the mind shift beneath our feet and nothing after is ever quite the same. Your heart feels shame for believing your soul was to blame. Life is crazy. Sometimes I feel like I'm trapped in the belly of a whale, waiting for my sunken ship to set sail, observing the pale moonlight and the reflections in the night of pain remain inner and invisible, psychological and physical. The cold is bitter. All I can do is rub my hands together and prepare to breathe the air of anger and understanding. I smell the perfume of the occasion. Occasionally, discretion fights with my memory continuously. With a heart in a hurry and an impatient mind, I call your tears unrighteous. You said my eyes were fraudulent. I'm not a prophet. I've made enough mistakes to be an expert. Let me stand up on my feet, dig the well, let the water flow. And who knows, the plants in my garden just might grow.
Scattering past, a shattering glass is a battering task. We gather and laugh, a staggering path, unraveling fast. It seems as though my dreams are so unretrievable. I'm reaching out, unbeatable. The inconceivable is believable. I rest upon a breath of fresh pressure, gone a pleasure thon, a lesser quest. The never-ending measured test is treacherous, impetuous, negative, venomous. Could be curious, could be poisonous. The boisterous noisiness is elaborate and fabulous. I'm stumbling over a crumbling surface, uncovering a rumbling purpose. A hovering, thundering circus. No wonder I'm nervous, but I deserve a peace of mind, and we deserve a peace of mind. The puzzle will never be complete. We only own a piece of time.
They'll fall into place, higher levels of capacity. Standing on a ledge, looking over the vanishing point of infinity. And what would have happened had the decision been different? It can never be known. How does it feel to be on your own? I can see the anguish played out through the body language. There's always more than meets the eye. Where do your true motives lie? The manner in which I'm approaching it, I'm hoping it will be appropriate. And if it isn't, at least I try.
As a kid, I had a vision that would one day become clear. 17, I wandered off alone from a broken home. My brother used to catch me lip singing songs in the mirror with my drum machine. I set off to conquer the world on my own. I've used my childhood fantasy to my reality. Got every reason in the world to quit making hits with my crew. Now that I look back, there's no other way. I'd rather have it be. After the struck passed away, I knew I'd have to see this thing through. All the stress we carry so unnecessary, inviting doubt behind every scar on my skin. The story remains, no matter what the situations, always work themselves out. It took a minute to get it together, I had to learn the hard way. I created this distance, something's missing out of my life. I thought about this the other night while I was scraping my pipe. How will I remain sanely in the world so crazy where people can't cope and lose hope and die in the streets daily? This rhyme serves as a guide to your struggle, a voice echoing from the speck of light at the end of the dark tunnel.
Balance is easily lost, never to be regained. I wish I had 3 brains and goggles to let me see pain, so I can make the proper adjustments. Another locker is busted. A headbutt out of frustration leaves a concussion. Self-inflicted lack of love for living is dying. A kiss blown in the wind hits the wet face of a girl crying. The tears of a child leave puddles of salty memories. Lessons learned along the way, the passing away of families.
Kid, I had a vision that would one day become clear, and nothing after was ever quite the same. But I deserve a piece of mind, and we deserve a piece of mind. The puzzle will never be complete, we only own a piece of time.
What's your joke? You like that frame? A birdcage for a paper plane? Nonsense words and 4 hours sleep, 2 bus rides and some stress to eat, an umbrella blown inside out. It's happy when I let it. What? Music, 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 music. Birdcage for a paper plane. That won't work the same. Hole in the head for a day off work. That's stupid. We don't want to work. Music, 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 music.
When I spread my wings, the simple things like a walk in the park, or a female's touch under the stars in the dark, the smile of a newborn child. Then they craft the diaper, I better wait a while. Can we agree just to disagree?
I'm turning over new leaves, appreciating beauty. previously unseen, taken for granted everything. There's many things within the universe. I couldn't tune it first, consuming her, assuming her. It's rumored that I'm to the birth. I'm just a verse away from having nothing more to say. A voiceless, faceless, wasted wish in the basement. I gotta let my eyes breathe, and it surprises me how good a lightly carry breeze can feel inside of me. My creativity is at an all-time high. I owe it all to the sky.
Tan bonita la vida, no sé por qué me preocupo. Así confundo mi mundo, leyendo un mensaje en la noche cuando duermo. Quiero el viaje en mis sueños que traduzco. As long as they don't have our standards and expectations, we won't have any problems or complications. We appreciate you, music we relate to. No reason to hate you. Who made me, made you.
Productivity is at an all-time high. I owe it all to the sky.
Never holding your sleeves. Go ahead and climb your sleeve. I don't see why we can't agree to disagree. Let it be endlessly.
Eventually there'll be harmony.
So let it feel energy.
No enemies, just family.
What happens to the happy people? What happens to the happy people when their souls lie out loud? Do they become the perfect stranger or just lost? How do we judge them in their big shoes? If someone who paints a rose frames pictures of only thorns, alone is a someone with lost hopes of big dreams. He awakes with only regret to ease his pain. Often a familiar face can be seen smiling beside him. Sorrow, but how far no one can tell. And for our this young someone, he'll pray on wishing wells.
24 hours left. With not long to live, I'll give all I can give. I remember how it was, but now it is what it is. Life contemplated, destiny take it. Living is sacred. What I created failed to make it. But goodbye hatred. Not sorry about what I did. Sorry about what I didn't do. Opportunity taken seriously, but in actuality, alternatives are non-existent. I had no other choice than this. My options have been auctioned, my plans will be dearly missed. Attend the ultimate party, more importantly, spend time with the family. Grudges hell would send me to hell, but I don't believe in that right. Taken away with only my thoughts in the darkness of the night. I shouldn't be worried and I should you friends. I'll see you all again.
Wake up at 6 a.m., only got 24 hours left. Kiss my folks goodbye, then put my right in front of left. Visit each homie, one by one, that was 10. Shit, all the handshakes and pounds I gave, damn sure my knuckles are swollen. Where I'm going next, ain't knowing, but I'll get there. Flag on my sleeve, one with pride and care. Write my nephew a poem, put it in the mailbox. Hit the coffee shop to hear the here and now and the small talk. The Giants will win it all, according to that guy. 2 a.m. coming up, bump me some fly. Fast forward to 5 a.m., still ain't found a cure at the plot where my sister lies, and I die right beside her, rest in peace.
Pissed off, life lost, no time to print or cross. Today's the day to create chaos. Say peace to all my friends and let them know it's the beginning of the end. Tears drop as I cut my skin. Body rejecting so many drugs, buzz, arm feeling I got thug in the streets in the heat of the night. The beat plays I recite, I'm the last mic grinning. Wonder how many people I'm gonna start killing. 22 years of filling up with all this frustration from dumb fucks. Twisted joint on Vista Point, spend my last couple of bucks on ammunition and dynamite. Twist ignition to my truck to drive the perfect location to watch the sky light up.
There's nothing left to live for. I finally found out what I'm here for. Absolutely nothing. I was meant to die. This life that I've been living is a figment of my imagination, and it so happens mine is being taken away from me, and now I see it was all a waste of time. Staring up at the peak and all I had to do was climb. Figure it out, I live too late. The worst thing in the world to do is wait. You gotta persist as if tomorrow you won't exist. The list goes on and on of things that I did wrong, but could've, should've, and would've. Don't mean anything when you're gone. There's only 12 hours left until I go to bed with death. My last meal is the way I feel as I'm taking my last breath.
Scenarios flipping, scenery flashes, coffins open, my body lies with no motion. How shall I die? Birds fade to the sky, dozens, rose petals dropping, rain dripping to a puddle of eternity as I rise from my seat. My heart beats, memories are pulses of lightning. I'm breathing like fire, sitting at home, incense burning, a pen and some paper. My finalized thoughts, understand the nature, realize the maker. Then I rise and fly, Jiva hawk, spirit burns into the sky and I blend into the air. I fell asleep in the trees. In the eyes of the world, family company was the breeze.
I thank God every night for allowing me to be another day old. And I also thank God for keeping me around this long and holding off on taking me out with that lightning bolt. When I first got the news, I was like, oh, I'm screwed. My mother was gonna ground me as soon as I get there. Tell me, what do I do? I'm the first to admit that I've been the guilty hypocrite, and that my actions have contradicted the rhymes that I have spit. Now folks, since this song is so joyful and uplifting, these words are my fantasy world, where I'm usually probably just kidding. It's a scary scenario, homies and family, rapture burial, where they cipher into instrumental, sticker cover stereos. Maybe love wouldn't hurt if pain couldn't feel so good. If I had a chance to do it again, I don't really think that I would. But thank you for the memories, I'll always be remembering. Cause nothing doesn't come out of something, trust me, this is the remedy. Now give me your hand, disappear with me into the melody.
Yeah. Like sub-level, West Coast, 2003. Wandering while wandering, watering the garden, discovering while hovering, uncovering the stardom. Wandering while wandering, watering the garden, discovering while hovering, uncovering. Follow me down this yellow brick road, we're far from sounding hollow. Off to see that wonderful blizzard of bomb flow. Auto, break it down, talk slow, staring down the barrel of a Vato logo. Golden Acapulco vocals, back from the brick, ready to take on all challengers. Mark it on your calendar, it's right around the corner. Consider this your one and only warning, point of order. Shorter than the average track, I'd say about a quarter, but just as potent. Kegs freaked it, then I wrote it. The 4-track damn near exploded, sonically overloaded. It's too hot to hold it, scolded. Just as I expected, I wrecked it, you folded. Rookie soft cookie dough, oven baked, muffin breaks, dancing on their tippy toes instead of ripping flows. Lightweight like shipping clothes in an iffy pose, sniveling like a 2-year-old with a drippy nose. If you believe in magic, use your imagination and feast your eyes upon invisible, beautiful innovation. 2002 many reasons to stop exceeding my limits, no longer vivid, achieving my dreams and giving in. Inhibited only by my own hidden ignorance. The difference between you and me is that I'm different. Abnormality, always unruly, hardly rowdy, party mentality, either pouting or shouting loudly. Wandering while wandering, watering the garden, discovering while hovering, uncovering the stardom. Wandering while wandering, watering the garden, discovering while hovering, uncovering. Following my instinct, try to keep my focus in sync. Gotta keep myself from sinking, gotta keep on thinking, blinking, speaking, swallowing my destiny whole. Undigestion of a questioning soul. On a quest on the west, fighting for the gold. Stone cold, I'll be writing till I'm old and gray. What? I'll be writing till I'm old and gray.
Floating above in space, separated by rays. Power drips in energy conflicts, fill the casement. Try to be God and plot your fates. Underestimate yourself and play into their plans. Ignorance is bliss until you're on the verge of realizing what you miss, what you got is shit. Not even a glimpse. It's a big picture. You can have this stick. Don't just take it, take a look. Too late, you're hooked on the reasons for that fell off easily when shook. You're a pawn, they're a rook. Play to by the book, patrolling the perimeter, temporal place inside of the space, trying to find your place. Can't deal with anybody face to face. Death or stalemate, yeah, sounds great. You need to know it's fake. Don't take what they make or get a bad shake by the snake man Drake. There's poison in the cake. Having it is cumbersome, and eating it is troublesome. People still craving the taste that brought them to the moratorium. Yeah, they got us hooked. They're big game hunters now. I guess we overlooked and got caught off guard when it came from the ground. It's set in stone. This city's owned. We're all private eye fighting off our clones. Zoned off, zoned out. Giving gloves for bouts. Touted individuals don't see any residuals. The outlook very dismal. Recognize humans being used in a society shunning variety. This can't be it, we think, but now we depend on anxiety.
Everything's in motion. Every action spawns a reaction. Infatuated with passion. The purpose isn't the passion I'm passing down to my children and anybody who listen when I need someone to listen. My mission is self-sufficient. I have a vision. Envision my future clearly. To non-believers I'm eerie. Subconsciously though they hear me. Eventually standing near me. Attempting to vibe. Second mentally insanity had to be part of my family tree. Happily free to walk amongst the stocky youngster punk with the underground barnyard funk. And chunks of life's lessons are baked into my daily dose of cookie dough ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for an ice cream. Sometimes the night rings, nightmaric fight scenes. I've seen the downfall of a number of underachievers. No wonder believers like Maleko and Ian are seeing that freeing your mind and using your time wisely should enable you to coast through life quite nicely.
If there is light in the soul, there will be beauty in the person. If the person is holding it from conception to completion. But don't hurry, let it happen, and let it be. And don't worry, take your time, savor what you see. Spread love everywhere you go, but first in your own home. Give your family a hug, keep them company when they're alone. It's really very simple, this magical formula that you're looking for. Want nothing, thus you'll have everything and won't need more. Sometimes I have to make sure that I am awake and not dreaming. I learn more about myself, looking at all of you. I'm just searching for some meaning. What we give is all that matters and all that is remembered. Suffering disappears and joy remains. Your heart beats out the words your mouth can no longer say. Gathering courage, recognizing strength once upon a time. Looking in the mirror with eyes stirred by some deep memory. Did who I was make a difference? Do you remember me? You were sitting passively, I was speaking seriously. Obviously with something very important to say. Instead of listening, you just turned your back and walked away. But it's okay, because I still have today. And your tomorrow was yesterday. Your tomorrow was yesterday.
I can be a hurtful person, but trust me, it ain't intentional. The way I go about myself, somewhat unconventional. And those who really know me know the spiritual and soulful side. Them's the only ears who I confide in. My humble-footed nature gets misplaced on occasion, but returns to save the day when I get carried away. Cooler heads prevail, and I believe I got the coolest. Most may disagree, but my track record proves it. Had some recent malfunctions, nervous breakdowns and such. Long-term potential on a platonic level. Cooler heads prevail, and that time I was the hothead. The end result, many wishing Joe would just drop dead. Oh well, I guess. Got no one to impress. Can't stress it enough, there's more to women than flesh. But I love it so much, it's hard cause I love her so much. Ride the storm cause in due time, cooler heads prevail.
There's this little voice inside of my head, screaming at me. And you wonder why when you see me, I don't always look happy. I've been right here for 22 years and I'm still not thinking clearly. I could be yelling into your ears and you still wouldn't hear me. I'm just trying to put rap back in its place like young Joseph. Always finding the silver lining when the situation seems hopeless. Writing songs to my heartbeat, stepping in with hard feet. Pardon me as I reach inside my soul wholeheartedly. Part of me wishes I could just fade away, and the other half is forcing me to stay awake. Traveling down these avenues that seem to be unraveling. With role models like TV and Deeskee, I keep developing.
We all keep developing every single day, you know? We all have our trials and tribulations to go through. And everyone makes mistakes, but mistakes, it's not a failure. You just gotta get up when you fall down. You know what I'm saying?
Wondering, humble man, wonder about me. 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 Wondering, humble man, wondering, humble man, wondering, humble man, wonder about me. Wondering, humble man, wonder about me. Wondering, humble man, wonder about me.
Have you ever been in a haunted mansion? I have, and I'd like to tell you about it. I have, and I'd like to tell you about it.
I know what you did last summer, another newcomer. Well then go ahead, get in line, take your number. This may be a stunner, but the game at times can be a bummer with a little drummer boy. With another ploy, electronic toys, controls the output and brings the noise. Spit layers of lyrics to make songs to enjoy, but then there's some that wanna come and try and spoil the fun. Respecting none, thinking they're the one. Bad attitude, no gratitude, don't worry, I'm not mad at you. What do you say to a crew that doesn't have a release and it's 2000 and true? Don't get things misconstrued, missing you sitting on my stoop. Better rhyme like alphabet soup, a slew of letters and random words that become obscured or absurd. Like the nerds that think they know it all, but it never occurs to them. Their voice is small, their head is big, claim they never fall, but they're acting like kids who talk shit on the playground. I'm a homebody that only stays around just true homies. Cronies, the ones that don't act the opposite of what they say to his face. Happy Halloween, I'm jumping out a tree, knocking you over and taking your tape case, punk.
The sidewalk leading to the porch was broken and overgrown with weeds. The wind was blowing the trees, and the branches made strange noises.
I know what you were doing last summer. Saw you hide the key to your secret garden. I was dipping down by the tide. Nothing new changes, only time. Capture the moment for a while. So many memories embedded in the calendars of past. Discarding the recycling bin. Wish I could go back, just a cool throwback. A day in the past, relive my friend. Just a kid in the sunshine, lemonade, knee deep in a sandcastle. Let's fade past the rush of smoke coming out the screen door. In my house as a youth, what was I to do? For me, babysitter's boyfriend, I'll lead and snap my rah-rah stop too. And I'm feeling a bit bent, rock verse and vent. All my energy straight out to you. Malekoopt rhymes and that there homie. Think his name is Auto Flow. Say it's the prime time, so let the bells chime. Y'all so kind to let the gate down the moat. Drop some sick rhymes for which you should unwind with a goblet of heen. 5 sweets in a team, they all have the gleam. Make way so you can see them, don't fuck around much. Dropping shit, y'all fiend. Fiend for it.
The air got colder, and I could hear the rain splashing against windows. I walked down the hall, and there in the conservatory was
I know what you did last summer. Filling up my tummy with these itty bitty silly little dummies. Wannabe, wallaby, rockin' ballers or comedy. Bringing the bling but never seeing a thing. There is no hope with us three in the ring. The new jacks move back, fleeing the scene. On the top turnbuckle, somersault, metal knuckle. Knock 'em out, let out a menacing chuckle. I feel no remorse for a frail force. I'm a workhorse following my destiny's course. A child from the wild with piles of rhymes. Optimus and Autoflow are pals of mine. Together traveling through the trials of time. Discovering, developing styles that shine. So follow the light, baby face bedwetters. My only advice to you is get better. You know what I'm saying?
thumping sound attracted my attention. It came from the unfinished attic. There in the darkened room.
Ritual, hard to maintain resistance over critical situations. Get pitiful, satirical minerals, dropping mystical subliminal ways that are monstrous, exasperated and levitations. Rap seeping through cracks in every city in the nation. Penetration through litigation, no waiting, no reiterated. Get it the first time when demonstrated. Administrating earthquake and never faking, taking lessons to the highest level of understanding, disbanding. Never rambling, tranquility of ability. You can't fuck with my agility.
You fucking with a sick, twisted, ballistic kid that rips it. Flips scripts, constricts, tight bursts, consistent. Seeing skeletal traces, blue racer. Snakes race up the pant leg, cover the skin like band-aids, out of sight like bright lights underneath lampshades. Can't take these damn days, mentally age with rage. Constant rampage, a cold world we living with my insane brain spinning full twirl. When given rhythm, I'm hitting them with the curriculum. Never spit the minimum, but what I kick only reaches a fifth of them. Blind and sightless and don't even try to apply this, knowing that after math you study a science. We might tyrants, lyrical rhyming with that defiance. You can't deny this, like gone crazy alliance. We end the silence and strike precise on sight, like knife fights. Mind slicing like a mic all night. It's like that, a candlelit shack splits my brain sack. Maniac on attack, aimed at whack raps of facts. Who laughs last? It's me. Intentionally I see how much my life I leave in jeopardy betters me. I MC to I clever the enemy steadily. Step enemies a penalty readily, heavily. Exaggerating extremities you get me to be. Inevitably you get ghosts most definitely. Don't test.
The rhythm is a vitamin, hell I'm vitamin. Writing them, sliding gems, biting in. Lockjaw, fighting pin, hacksaw, Jim Duggan by the wind. Blowing with the breeze, growing with the tree. Throwing these syllables, intoxicated intervals. Incredible, unfadable material. In stereo, it's eerie though. Here we go. Welcome to the mind of Maleko. Rhymes are the product of my time. Watching people, reading like an open book. Bleeding like a broken hook. Looking for the proper preservation for the smoke I took. Taking tokes, making jokes, choking all you faking folks. Wrecking hope, shaking clothes, swinging from your earlobe. Implode, explode, switchblade, switch mode, twitch cold, bitch fold. This road, it's gold, gold, gold.
You don't wanna test. Complex unknown and Maleko. Cosign hip hop, area 51, we won't stop. And we won't quit. Never stop. Ill Tactics Productions. Find your function.
shot with. But that's all the more reason why you must be as careful as you can in using words.
Mind, coordination, pen, coordination, what? Mind, coordination, pen, coordination, what? Mind, coordination, pen, coordination, mind, coordination, pen, coordination. Focus on the topic and hold it before you drop it. Hopelessly neurotic, you're shaky, you need to stop it. It's all about making something out of the little time you're allotted. No loafing around is allowed, and if you're spotted, you're gonna have to suffer the consequences. Left and done some of the bus relentless. Everybody sees the bar where it and nobody sees the exits. It's the point where the mind and the pen meet halfway. Where do you go? That way. I meditate when I get away. You can call me the rhyme and run away. And right away, I'm addicted to the pain of being inflicted. I'm depicted as a mystic, cause I caress the beat and kiss it. And I wish it would just come alive. I'm twisted, but I'm still alive. Music is my hard drive, I'll save it for the rest of my life. Memory mannequin, never flinching, twitching, or seem panicking. Energy champion, never switching, bitching, or seem babbling. Audio ambient, cleverly pitching and fishing for adrenaline. Audio intelligent, relevant, elephant, telling it for the hell of it. And I'm selling it to the people who have always supported Maleko. The ones who sing along and proud when I'm doing songs. I'm thinking out loud and thinking's what I'm all about. And I wrote these lyrics and I let it all out. When it builds up, I scream and shout and stomp my feet like a kid who pouts. Temper tantrum, clever anthems, writing rhymes, and I go to the bathroom with number 2 with the number depends on I wonder who's got a sensible answer. Everybody seems so confused. What are if we're gonna lose? Thought you would, knock on wood, pick up the stop and pop the hood. All systems go, checkpoint, cloud of smoke, second joint that I took, second tape, but I'm broke. But the money is my passion, and neither is hip-hop fashion. No nice car, just a high ground shirt and a bucket that I'm mashing. Mind, coordination, and pen, coordination. 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 Vivacious vocal cord, dedicate my life to mic record. Let take right reboard, meditate right, take a right reform. Abnormality represented, instead secret, never repetitive, educated, ready, accredited, due to the not edited, embedded in the core of the information door, wide open to explore. But what is everybody looking for? I bring it down for the underground, that Northern California hungry sound. Up all night, hypnotized, zombie hound. Creatures of our culture, bottom feeder, catapulter, lightning bolt, cutter, vulture, ultra hot, spot blower, on some note, all type of flowing, punching holes in those not knowing. You can hate on Maleko all you want, don't bug me when I'm zoning. Coordination, pen, coordination, mind, coordination, pen, coordination, rhyme, coordination, head, stimulation, mind, coordination, dead, mind, coordination, pen, coordination, mind, coordination, pen, elevation, rhyme, operation, head, stimulation, spine, elevation, dead, coordination.
Days, pouring outside. Hey, what are you gonna do? What the hell else am I supposed to do? Do it hard. Hey, well, let me be cool. Music is an escape from reality, a symbol
dedicate this song to the people I work with, the heads I smoke weed with, the ones who believe in the things that I'm doing, the dreams I'm pursuing. I'm doing it all for you. And me too, satisfaction guaranteed when I see through many actions. Better read through, better be true, better meet than you enemies. Always needed you to keep the ball rolling. Gotta keep you all holding and growing. And so on and so forthcoming, warp drumming, you're running. More cunning things to say than average dummy. It's funny, these rookies with nose running and no money, throwing rocks at the beehive, trying to get a taste of the honey. But you'll get stung right in the tongue, trying to rumble with the bumblebees. With your clean lungs, you're too young to be smoking these trees. Boy, leave the hot boxing and silent to me, cause I've been writing songs like these. I've been writing songs like these for as long as I could see. So you see, music is an escape from reality, a symbol of freedom, abnormality. My family is heavily involved with music, heavily putting in work, not lazy, creating it on the daily. Music is an escape from reality, a symbol of freedom, abnormality. My family is heavily involved with music, heavily putting in work, not lazy, creating it on the daily. A beat like this is hard to get with. It was up to me to set it straight, create, no time to wait. Let's innovate and finish your plate. There's nutrients in these ingredients. I have no tolerance for disobedience, and you will taste it if you keep on eating it, and it won't break unless you keep beating it and beating it, beating it, beating it, beating it. Yeah. The beat won't break unless you beat it. So say it like you mean it. This song is dedicated to everybody I put it down with on the daily. My homies, Spaceranger, Nebula, Flash, Administer. The real homies, my family, Abnormality, Deeskee, Joe Dub, Tommy V. You can't fade that shit. To the back. Putting in work.
Thought dissection. Thought dissection. Thought dissection. Thought dissection. thought dissection.
Man, galore Ganesh on my breath. More or less bored to death with horny flesh. Teen magazine, corny sex. I abort the source of job-related stress when I conjugate compounds and concentrate at my desk. It's a common fate for pedestrians, Presbyterians, and lesbians to have your brain bombarded by masochistic media messages. I guess the lesson is that Jesus saves and Moses invests. That's why I roam wilderness, bewildered reading radical text and having casual sex. Wrapped in mackerel nets, feeling the magic caress of a mermaid. I actually met cell-blocked in a sweatshop factory set. I naturally reflect with a sentimental stare. There in front of a bay window in a velvet yellow chair. In a yellow shirt, writing Dear John letters to myself full of crazy hurt. Over top of bird chirps and baby burps, while ladies smirk, cause I'm not housebroken. I'm outspoken, loud joking, living for the now moment. My heart soaked in other people's blood. Mostly people that I love, and mostly people that I shove, cause I couldn't find the nerve to say those 3 little words.
When my pals and me hang out like balconies, we think how can we make our album turn gold by ourselves like alchemy? Cause some MCs yelled to a whack sound and made a hit, fell to the background and faded quick, cause the click's frail. Dumb cowards need sunflower seeds to spit shells. Never seen a gun, but forever scream a one. Your mouth hush it up, you say you don't trust a slut, but you're quick to go up inside her and bust a nut. I come raw like bursting to conceive. Some saw tighter, word schemes to achieve. One flaw, hype's the worst thing to believe. Just cause your marketing scheme's targeting cream don't mean you are getting seen. Half-hearted trash artists past garbage guys, act-hearted eyes, be making lots of music, saying it's true shit that they hang with mobsters. Like Frank Sinatra, straight imposters. Like faking rosters, eating bacon pasta. Steak and lobster.
Thunderous, such a wide variety is wondrous. You can actually hear the crashing of the clouds as they hover. A congregation of concentration like no other ever. An exhibition with one mission to uncover the treasure. Drastic measures are taken, my passionate pressures awaken. An immaculate member creating, but half of the pleasure's forsaken. I'm taking my time in order to properly shine on mine. Divine derivative, indicative something uninhibited. An abnormal affiliate. Show me your brain if you're feeling it. Open your mind or concealing it. Open yourself to revealing it. I'm peeling it off of the soles of my shoes, cause I'm stepping up through all the old and the new. Leaving footprints, catch a good glimpse, cause you might never see it again. I've been known to periodically disappear into the wind, so don't sleep on the breeze blowing freely within. Let's do this and embark on an expedition like Lewis and Clark. More than a few of us on the arc, staying true to the music from the heart. Information enduring, potentially bold for the duration, curing and eventually sold. Somewhat ambivalent, cumulative and evident. Uncut represent for the hell of it. Abnormal, forever eminent. Colleagues collaborating at finer institutions, no substitution. Documenting destitution and searching for the solution. Reality equalized, reflecting differing opinions about equity realized. Illustrating preparation comprehensively, never pensively, holistically, systematically, and futuristically intuitive. Ideology, don't ruin it. Generosity, who's to give? Dissecting the capacity, connecting continuity with conscious contemplation and constant concentration.
My cleaver any day, pray it be, with the tongue on the razor's edge blade. I'm forbade from foregoing warp speed. I'm a seed with the roots In the coop, I'm the chicken pigeon perched on the stool, given a pool of limelight to bathe and a beret to barrage, cause diesel awakening all prey. But daylight save the clock and set back with tact. I post my ghost on tracks. Truth decay is kept at bay by mental flaws, waste particles dislodged in the thick of guilt built from frost off the acromioclavicular head in thoracic region, deeming anonymity essential. When the wind blows, I go left, leaving left, bleeding, blind, leading up blind, beating off the heat off, cause hats off, no standoff, just cast off free. The stratosphere awaits like Apollo 1-3, and my caller ID receives insufficient data, but thought is all that matters, like that Christmas card from Santa. Jadax's lantern shines outside your field of vision, luring you to views beyond the window of your prison.
Now I'ma bring it back to reality. You must have been rhyming optimistically, cause you and I know you ain't got that shit. You ain't doing that shit that you spit to the general populace and massive influential minds. It's time for you to bring the truth to the forefront. More blunts and Versace is all you're saying. We'll mention all the praying you do due to the wrong lifestyle. Paranoid, looking on your shoulder, but now that's spit folder. Oh yeah, just cause you're a dread, don't make your effing head. Matter of fact, your mind's dead. And since you can't think for yourself, there's more important things than wealth, like health, knowledge of self and culture. There's enough obstacles trying to stop us, so why you helping? Say you do anything for the paper. With the art of hip hop, the only media without the effort source to pick up the encyclopedia.
Itching, gripping onto reality, scratching my way into four dimensions, breaking my face into pieces, living mosaic. Sophisticated images dilute into pixel. Lies blurred, eyes lured away from the present, magnifying, spying from afar. No sé lo que me está pasando, entrando a una dimensión que no conozco. Cuatro, finalmente he llegado a este nivel. Tú ves, me pasan dándome como si fueran gritos del cielo con la fuerza de hielo y ahora lo puedo ver. Yelling at the top of my weak lungs, a sleep plunge to a dream state where blurred lines become precise. Blurred lines, nice, when I realize there's not rhymes at all. So what is the rhyme in the first place? Something that the air was accustomed to, stemming from Western traditions, including Western religion. Nothing but a tempered pigeon floating in phony skies. Only they told me lies, acting like I had to follow some rules. It's funny to me how everyone thinks of the best MC, where the better MC is probably the person that they emulated. Men who hated created the country in the backs of others, undercovers who slept coached by paternal singing, lingering limelight limbo, limiting moral living. Don't deposition the oil and expect a clean plate. A clean slate allows the instructor to provide fresh material. The test will carry knowledge that was meant to be learned to the end. If you're meant to be burned to the end, discover yourself in ash and act like you were never actually an overly trusting cat. See, everyone must be whacked to somebody somewhere, so I will remain less critical, let them appreciate what's theirs. Life is a beautiful nightmare.
Suddenly injecting you with facets of reality. I sleep. I swear that I've been sitting here, seems more than fitting a year, thinking, oh, where has the time gone? Staring outside this Bayview window for so long, the low clouds floating over the Golden Gate, the dense fog dancing feverishly. I intake the lifelike images they create. They make no sounds to the common entity, but to me they're yelling vividly. I sense desperation in their vocal tones, so I write their words verbatim. Over this metropolis we see everything. Young seeds turn to old trees. We see man is searching for meaning, but a man himself is meaningless unless he opens his eyes beyond this place. The thought of this place is baffling, mind-boggling. No man blind leading young children of vision proceeding. Follow me at last. My ultimate contention was to enter the fourth dimension. Where was the end of this land that I'm in? Was beyond the hills a land of sinless men? It would be heaven sent to set the sense of the flowers which I've been imagining, basking in, contemplating, thinking. The fourth dimension, a land of realization, free of masking sins. I collide with the old man and commence asking him for directions to the portal of truth. In a monotone tone, he told me loosen the noose. Society's entangled you with falsehoods. Reality's within thee. Close your eyes and you too would be wise. With the shutting of my eyelids, I rid myself of society's deep embedded facades of sad dogs and mad dogs. I found freedom from deep within. I saw reality precisely, clearly. We as human beings are chasing a flawed cause. Please take a long pause and think of the life you're leading. Forget the dreaming of receiving a false happiness with lost messages. Just listen to the old man's
attention. Inside of my brain, revising the plane in which I wrote the clouds program for comprising the rain. I fit a stereotype, rocking cosmic awareness, impairing the sight. Compared to the height, you sit at the mic and steady something. No battles, you station off your tape, you Teddy Ruxpin. Talking about steady bucks and packing the petty punchins. Well, you're small and gash, you must be a heady munchkin. The rhymes vile, combined style will for you kids. I'll have you pissing in tubs and bathing in toilets. Ass backwards. I'm so advanced, aliens get the past chapters. To overstand, go get a clone. The use of the Rosetta Stone will teach you new techniques to flow better poems. This gifted, mystic, shifted, twisted, spit with spirited, nitwit, misfits, plotting dangerous angles. new courses through few forces, over beats and new more hits. The mic king on true blue. Courses in my spare time, I paint rainbows on clear skies and think of how to describe the amazement in my fierce eyes. I take my anchor out of the heavens, that's when the sun will rise. Otherwise you'd wonder why I move faster than the shutter's eye. The picturesque prose pools prevalent over perfect polish cuts. Incorporate anesthesia, typecast anonymous. I wrote the algorithm that makes the earth revolve. I create more issues than you can hope to resolve. As humans evolve, they move so stuttered, scared. But I can't look at your roots and show you fake like colored hair.
Now are we really fresh? Do we really think we're on some next? Just because we think that this jazz type of flow is really complex. But let's not get hexed by the spell of the Blair Witch when we try to switch our words. It's absurd that Don Coltrane can spit it out of a saxophone, but I'm all alone in my home, wondering if what I'm doing in the shower's got power that I devour for an hour. Yes. Huh. Now you see, this ability that I can do this physically is typically spiritually out of the brain, but it's insane that I can claim the fact that I'm the one on this when we all really are just riding the backs of the old jazz cats that used to be spitting this back in the day. But hey, you can say anything you want to say, but let's not play around as we fuck with sound. And I realize that I can surround myself with 1,000 people, but I'm still equal people, realizing that we're exercising the same thing. My 5 golden rings are not the things that you think they are, cause I'm sitting on the North Star, way out, spaced out, crazy, getting lazy, but I think that this is some linguistic spit wit that comes out of my tongue. I'm only doing this for the young. I'm sprung and I'm hung off the top of the tree between the parentheses of what an MC wants me to be telepathically, and after me, who will be? I don't know, but I'ma sit in the flow till I find out if the darkness is sparking the catalyst of a rhyme battle, but I don't know if I really want to do that. So I'm off the top of the jazz cat that wants me to do the boom bap, the hop lap, the pit pat, bop bop bop, dee bop bop, da bop bop. But we can't really figure out what we're doing, or is it really trying to be pursuing? I don't know. Are my words starting to slur together? Yeah. See, I'm losing my mind. I can't find the reason why we are. You sound like it. Bring back. You sound like it. Whatever. I'll let it go. Sound like somebody else anyway.